Every year, thousand brilliant young minds are held back not by lack of potential, but a system which has not yet caught up with their ambitions. Beyond textbooks, we are cultivating applied learning and innovation in Rwanda. Problem statement here is that Rwanda is currently facing a critical challenge, which is a gap between ambitious policies and practical implementation on the field. This means that Rwanda has currently shifted from knowledge-based curriculum to content-based curriculum. With content-based curriculum, it's a centered learning, it is centered learning system where learners are the ones to take the lead in learning process. Like 80% is for learners to take lead in learning process, and teachers they have to only facilitate. So currently we are facing the problem of limited resources where learners basically depend on basic not textbooks, and teachers they don't have a way of making follow-up of the learners performance because they depend on papers, the papers they have collected from assessment. They don't have like um, a way of following up learners performance so that they could know who is struggling and I can help. The here research recently from this is a Rwanda Education Board report from 2018 survey, which indicated the challenges currently this policy is facing, like lack of quality time for mentoring, language barriers, resistance to change of teachers are resistant to change. That's why the policy is not being implemented on the field right away because the teachers they want to implement the policy, they have resistance to change to their competent based curriculum. And another research from the article which was wrote by Africa Journal Online suggests like there is lack of resources, like they don't have the resources to practice what they have learned theoretically. So it made them go away with only theoretical things without applying them on the field. Personally, once I was teaching assistant under Mastercard Foundation project, which is leaders in teaching, and I had to this is direct involvement, it is not even observation. I had to deal with learners, and I had to see my learners eyes grazing, bawling in my session, not because of they don't have capacity to keep up, but because of basically depending on lot memorization and lack of resources, like depending on like also in a class you have only three textbooks, and it is limiting them so that they had to be they were bowling, which eventually leads to exam failures because they find it hard to memorize all of the things they are not even understanding. So which this made me realize that we need a revolution in Rwandan education system. That's why I came up with this mission of revolutionizing Rwandan education system by bringing integrating application-based digital learning tools for engaging revision, online research, complemented by physical fab labs for practical application, ensuring policies are actively implemented and learners are engaged in real-world problem solving with digital teachers. So our vision here, imagine Rwanda where education policy are not just written but lived in every classroom, where learning is an exciting journey of discovery, application supported by digital tools that facilitate engaging revision and boundless research. So, which led us to this solution. Our core offering here is a comprehensive integrated learning experience in Rwanda, which will be having digital foundation, which is a curriculum tailored to digital applications, which will be providing interactive lessons which are engaging revision tools to help learners revise their notes in when they are engaged, extensive online research which will be solving the problem of limited access and disengagement, limited access of resources and disengagement. And it will be, this solution will be having practical part of practical application where learners will be accumulating in fab labs what they have learned, which will be offering opportunities to apply theoretical knowledge and solve real world. Our ecosystem will be having like key concepts like an engagingly delivered curriculum, learning materials in fab labs, experimenting where learners will be experimenting what they have learned in theoretically, they will be experimenting them practically so that they know what they grasp the content. Here, our app will be having key features like boundaries research, which will be allowing students to make research, offline features to help learners revise their notes, teachers' dashboard to follow up learners' performance, and short quizzes. We'll be having a Fab Lab. A Fab Lab will be a place where learners will go to practice what they have been learning in a class. This will be a fun Fab Lab, and this will like improve critical thinking of learners, and it will help them tile what they are learning to a real life problem solving in this Fab Lab. This will have, of course, it will have impact. It will reduce rate of dropout because learners they drop out because they found school boring, memorizing the concepts of each thing they don't know, things like that. And it will lead to national economic development. This will increase the economy of a country where learners will engage in innovation, creativity, and it will the like increase making money of the people in the society. It will entrepreneurship. This will like build entrepreneurship skill in the students when they will be building something in the fab lab, and they want to sell it, and it will increase entrepreneurship in the community. This will also have impact on our development. It will make our development sustainable, like because learning is the root of everything in a community. It will also lead to community development where learners will be solving currently the problems community is facing depending on what they have learned, and they're putting them into practice. So join us to transform education in Rwanda. If you want to join a team of change makers, then donate here. Thank you.